How do you calculate quality X for saturated mixtures? Imagine you're working with steam or any other fluid that can exist as both liquid and vapor. How do you figure out how much of that mixture is vapor and how much is liquid? That's where the concept of quality comes in. Quality, represented by the letter X, tells us the ratio of the vapor's mass to the total mass of the mixture. If the mixture is all liquid, the quality is 0. If it's all vapor, the quality is 1. To find the quality, you need some properties from thermodynamic tables, like specific volume, enthalpy, or internal energy. These tables give you the properties for saturated liquids and saturated vapors at specific temperatures or pressures. The key is to compare the actual property of your mixture to the properties of the saturated liquid and vapor at the same conditions. The general formula is straightforward. You subtract the property of the saturated liquid from the actual property, then divide by the difference between the saturated vapor and liquid properties. For example, if you are given the enthalpy of the mixture, you would use this formula. X equals the actual enthalpy minus the saturated liquid enthalpy, divided by the saturated vapor enthalpy minus the saturated liquid enthalpy. Similarly, if you are working with specific volume, the formula is the same. The actual specific volume minus the saturated liquid specific volume, divided by the saturated vapor specific volume minus the saturated liquid specific volume. This calculation assumes the mixture is at saturation, meaning the temperature and pressure match the conditions where liquid and vapor coexist in equilibrium. The process begins by identifying the saturation temperature or pressure for your system. Then, you look up the saturated liquid and vapor properties at that condition from the thermodynamic tables. Next, you measure or determine the actual property of your mixture. Finally, you plug these values into the formula to find the quality. Knowing the quality helps engineers understand how much vapor is present in the mixture, which is essential for designing and analyzing devices like boilers, turbines, and condensers. It also helps predict how the system will perform and ensures safety and efficiency. So remember, calculating the quality involves comparing your mixture's property to the saturated liquid and vapor properties at the same temperature or pressure. Use the linear interpolation formula, and you'll be able to determine how much of your mixture is vapor versus liquid with confidence. This simple yet powerful method is a foundation in thermodynamics when dealing with phase changes and thermal systems.